Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Western Kentucky's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So New Mexico State's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read himself. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Velasquez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Zings it complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. A lot of room to the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really...
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Off Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Toppers! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open the corner by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Motion from the back. Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a 4th and goal stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooked. Turning it on! And he's still running after the move. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. The Aggies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
There's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Newton. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Corner's going to give them room. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, WKU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Snagged in the middle, it's Velasquez. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He caught it. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And the pummeling has started.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making the decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the contested catch.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Nice move to keep running. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Topper. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for the...
Turning it on! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your due.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, going to the air. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Fitted in the window for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This offense has it with really good field position. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Come on, set. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Sends it back in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Let's go! Let's go! Ready to go. They'll run it to the right side. Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Now it's third and goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Might be looking to run. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Powers forward. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They'll try the run. Crosses to 35. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's finally heard it out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other.